Caleb here, and today we're testing the WORX WX533L circular saw. Can two regular 20-volt batteries really give you the performance of a corded circular saw? Well, that's what I wanted to find out. I put it through normal crosscuts, pressure-treated lumber, bevel and brake tests, and repeated cuts to see what happened to the batteries. The power was quite impressive compared to other cordless saws I've tested, but the weight wasn't the only thing that stood out. This saw has plenty of power on paper, but with both batteries installed, mine weighs about 11 pounds. So is that extra performance worth the extra weight? This is WORX full-size 7 1/4 brushless circular saw. It runs on two standard 20-volt PowerShare batteries, and it gives you a total of 40-volt setup. WORX claims more than 1,800 watts of output and no load speed and 6,000 RPM. That sounds impressive, but what matters is whether you can actually feel that power during a cut. The upside is the battery compatibility. The same PowerShare batteries work across WORX 20-volt and 80-volt tools, and you just use more batteries as the voltage increases. This kit comes with almost everything you need to start cutting right away. In the box, you get the saw, two 20-volt 4.0 amp-hour PowerShare batteries, a 2-amp dual charger, a 7 1/4 inch TCT fast-cutting blade, a vacuum adapter, a parallel guide, and a hex key used for blade changes. The bare tool is listed at about 7.4 pounds. With the two 20-volt batteries installed, my scale showed exactly 11 pounds. Now, 11 pounds isn't unheard of for a powerful cordless saw, but you definitely notice it when you pick this thing up. The balance matters just as much as the number. But after making several cuts at varying degree angles, the balance on this thing is quite nice. So even though it's 11 pounds, it doesn't feel awkward in use. I started with ordinary cross cuts through dry 2x12 lumber. This is the kind of work most homeowners will expect a full-size circular saw to handle. WORX included blade actually made really clean cuts. Now obviously blade choice affects finish quality. And this tells us how the supplied setup actually performs, but not the permanent limit of the saw. Now this is where the 40-volt setup really separated itself. The blade speed stayed consistent, and I didn't really have to slow my feed rate down on thick, dense lumber. If you regularly cut pressure-treated wood, LVL, or other dense stock, that result means that you really will have no issue with this particular saw, unlike a 20-volt. The markings are easy to read, and the adjustment mechanism feels pretty solid. And I was surprised that the angle adjustment is actually very accurate. The extra adjustment out to 56 degrees is handy for steeper roofs, trim, and specialty cuts, although your cutting depth decreases as the bevel gets steeper. Now the catch is that you always need two charged batteries, which is kind of inconvenient. If one is dead or being used in another tool, the saw isn't ready to work. Existing PowerShare owners may already have a pair. New users need to include two batteries with the dual charger into the real cost. Now, like me, I have a 40-volt for their Landroid Vision Cloud, so it's really no issue for me. I always had a backup battery on charge. But when these batteries go dead, kind of SOL until you get it charged. Now, after all the testing, it's more than capable of handling literally any finishing job that you have. I think this is probably one of the best circular saws out on the market for most homeowners and even contractors where they're not cutting, that they don't have too many demanding cuts. Only problem is, again, the batteries. If they run out, if they die, job's done unless you have an extended amount. Although these last a very long time, surprisingly. I still have, all four slots are still full. The trade-offs are 11 pounds of working weight. They need to keep two batteries charged, and it did get stopped a few times when I was trying to cut two 2x12s. Now, if you already own WORX PowerShare batteries and you're already invested in their ecosystem and want a full-size cutting capacity without starting another battery platform, this saw makes the most sense. If you only make occasional light cuts, I'd probably choose a smaller single battery saw. It will be easier to grab and carry around. So for most homeowners that want a dependable saw, my tests show the WORX WX533L is a solid pick. Guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Go check out linecraftsupply.com. That's where we have all our tools, tips, tricks for in and around the house. See you next time.